Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I have some under the ocean embellishments and I do also have a 3D project to share with you guys. This time I have been using the Kscraft June release sets of the Seashell. You get 2 different sizes. Then I have the Starfish set, also available in 2 sizes. Then I have used the Jellyfish set. This has 3 different sizes. And then I have also used the Seashell jelly tote, but I did not turn mine into a jelly tote. You'll get to see what I did soon. So let's start off with the starfish. When you cut out the large starfish, it looks like this. You have the base, then you get the frame. So you can easily turn this into a sequin shaker if you like. But I decided that I don't want to turn mine into a shaker because I'd rather use this as a base to layer on top. So what I did do different is that instead of just gluing the starfish frame, I did pick out a tool that had the silvery glitter lines because that reminded me of the ocean seaweed. So I have this as a base and I used the pearlescent cardstock for the frame, and then I chose a pattern paper from one of the Maggie Holmes collections with the similar tone of the blues. This one, I combined the golds with the Minte paper that had the seashell print on them, and I also chose this golden netting, and I thought it fit the ocean theme wonderfully. You do get the smaller size, and you will get to see the smaller size on my other projects. The seashell one looks like this, you guys. So this is the smaller size one. This one, I just simply cut the base and then I just glued the frame on top using the Mermaid collection paper that I had from many years ago. And I believe it was one of the Recollections paper pad. Then this one here, what I did different is use a pink tulle, or pink netting that also had the pattern that gave me the idea of a seaweed, under the ocean seaweed magic. So I did that. Now these bases here, I have to use for future, or I can put this in a clear bag and send it off in a happy mail so that the future recipients can actually use these pieces to decorate on top or to use in between other layering projects. So those are really wonderful sizes. I absolutely love them. Then we have the Jellyfish set. I am so in love with this Jellyfish set. It's just like the same feeling I get with the Seaweed bundle that I shared in my last video, you guys. This is such a wonderful set. And if you are doing under the ocean magic type of group swap or happy mail, this would be an amazing set to gift as well. This one, it's very simple to do. You have 1, 2, 3 step only. But what I did different with mine is that I double layered my largest base. So this is the very largest piece that you cut out. Now this jellyfish is the smallest size that I'm showing you right now. So I double layered the base because I wanted that little bit of glittery shine to show through, not just the green. Then for the middle part, I used the iridescent paper and I put that on top of a greeny foam. Then I cut it. Then this is the very top layering piece. So the middle piece that you cut out, you have to think about the color that you want to show through these whole area. It's so pretty, right? And so the only area I used for the foam is the middle piece for this one here. So this is my small one. This one I did different. I did cut the very base twice, but I did add a foam sticker in between the bottom 2. Then I just simply glued on the second phase and then the last one on top. So they both are dimensional, but you can do it in different ways. It's entirely up to you. So those are the small size. Then here is the medium size one where I double layered the very largest piece, but then I just added some foam tape in between the two large base. Then I just glued on the glittery cardstock one for the middle. Then I also used this iridescent spotty dotty type of glittery material cardstock on top. And I love the special shine and the texture on there. I did buy this textured sheet from AliExpress. It's so pretty. Then this is the largest size of the jellyfish. So you can see, still got glue gun string on there. So this one I did the same as these. I double cut the base. So one in this champagne gold pink, and then one in this purple. Then I double layered it, making sure you see the glittery color as well as the purple. And I just did that by adding a foam tape in the middle. Then I glued on the middle piece on top of this color here. Then I added this final piece on top. So that's how I did this one. So you can see a bit of glitter through the whole jellyfish. So pretty. I am so in love with this. This one here, I double layered the bottom base without doing the foam between the two. But I did add foam on top of this bit here before I added the middle part. Then I added this green pattern paper on top. And this time I did use a white silvery glitter cardstock. So pretty. Oh my gosh. And here's another one where I used the copper and the pattern paper for the base layer. Then I added the glitter cardstock and then the plain. It's just so magical. Look at them. I honestly made so many of these and I have been using them for other projects, which you'll get to see now. Can you just look at all of these? Aren't they so magical? I just love them so much. So what I did next was, this is another small size starfish. So I used the pattern paper with the champagne gold frame, but I inserted the starry tool, as you can see. Then I also used the seaweed bundle and I sandwiched the seaweed bundle with the jellyfish and the starfish. Then I added some Nouveau drops, or actually, this is not Nouveau drop. This is the flat back sticker pieces. I also added some pearl flat back sticker pieces onto the seaweed bundle there. And it says exploring. So this is a really beautiful embellishment that I layered. Then I have this one here, which is the small size seashell. I used that as a base. Then I used the largest size. Hang on a minute. Is the largest size? No, this is the medium size, I think. Now I'm getting confused. Yes, that's the medium size. That's the medium size jellyfish that I used on top of this seashell. And I also used 3 different seaweed pieces. And I put them, layered them behind this jellyfish. Then, to finish decorating my whole entire piece, I used some tiny flat back stickers here. And I also used the enamel dot of the star shape there. Then I had this seashell button piece, so I glued that down flat as well. And it says, make it fun. It's just so pretty. Then here is my larger size seashell, which I also did use another kind of glittery iridescent tool. So I had a little bit of this here, right? And then I sandwiched that on top of I put that on top of the pattern paper base. Then I glued on the glittery frame. I used the spiky flower, layered spiky flower with the seaweed bundle bits, and I just left it like this. It's just so pretty. I love all of the different colors that you see. It's so magical. Then I have a lilac purple one. This is a pearlescent cardstock I used with the ocean pattern paper. I did also use some enamel stars. And the stars, I didn't want them to be so in your face, but I wanted it to sort of blend in with the ocean theme here. So I chose a similar color tone to the pattern paper there. And then here is a very small sized jellyfish. So I did add some more flat back pieces onto here so that your eye goes to the little moments area first and then it will go up. But here, if you see, I also added the starfish onto the right and then the bigger seashell to the left side. So pretty. Then I have this one here. So I did this one horizontally. So this is my blue seashell base with the blue starfish frame. And then I did use a spiky flower that I have layered and shared to you guys before, as well as the seaweed bits between the starfish and the large seashell. And it says keepsake, because when you go to the beach and you're walking on the beach, you get to discover some beautiful seashells that you get to collect and take it home, and it becomes your keepsake. So I thought this word was absolutely perfect to add to my embellishment. I also did add the flatback seahorse bit here, as if it's sort of hiding behind this flower. And then this flower, the reason why I loved using the spiky flower is that this shape also reminds me of the sea urchin. And I think it just goes so well with my seahorse. I also did add the enamel charm behind the starfish as an accenting piece also. I just love these so much. So I have those, but I did not finish there, of course, you guys. So let me show you my final project for the day is that this one here. I made a mermaid treasure chest. See? I absolutely love this. This did involve several steps for me. So what I did do for this is that when I received the seashell jelly toad, I knew instantly that I had so many different ways to use the set. I didn't want to make it into a jelly toad. I wanted to do something different. I absolutely love the size of this seashell here. So this is the frame part you get. And in the set, you also get the more detailed part as well. So you can double layer them, or you can choose to just use one and turn it into a clear seashell sequin shaker as well if you wanted to. I honestly think that this will be a really nice size to turn it into a mini album also. But I really wanted to make a mermaid treasure chest, and I made it using the suitcase box set, you guys. So let me show you, just in case for those of you who are quite new to crafting, Kscraft also has a set called Suitcase Box. So this suitcase box gives you all of the pieces to be able to make this box here. What I didn't use for this is the handle piece that comes with it. But I did use majority of the set to make this, as well as this piece here, as you can see. Then I also used the more detailed part to layer underneath this. Then what I did before gluing on the seashell onto my treasure chest is that I cut out another piece of this whole front panel, and I used the glittery tool and took it to my sewing machine to stitch 3 sides. Then I included all of my sequin bits, so you can easily hear and you can see all of my glittery golden iridescent sequin bits in there. I'm sure the camera can pick it up. And so it's in there. And so I did that, then glued on the front panel on top of already formed treasure chest. Then I glued on the seashell bit on top. The way I did it was I placed it like this, you guys, like this. And then I folded this bit down. I folded this bottom bit down like this. Then I glued another panel down at the bottom. That's how I did it. And then for here, I used a special pearl trim that I had. It is so pretty, you guys. I have been sharing this with my friends. This is what I did get from BB Craft in the past. And I absolutely love the elegance of this pearl trim. And it was so perfect for my mermaid treasure chest. And this bit here is what I also want to talk about. For my closure of the treasure chest, the piece that I used to do this bit is also included in the suitcase box is this bit here. So this is the part where you cut out and you're supposed to fold this in half to be able to insert the handle part of the suitcase as using this ring piece as well. But I only used this piece, these two pieces here, and I double layered it to make it more sturdy. See, I cut one in purple and one in the holographic pattern paper. Then I glued on so when you cut it out, you have a tab there and tab here, right? So I glued on this top tab underneath this lid part here. So let me open it up. I did use a Velcro for my closure there. So if you open it up, you can see, can you see? There's the tabs that I glued. I glued it inside. And then I added my Velcro dots there. And then to finish decorating, I added some flat back pieces in lilac colors and iridescent colors. I also just had 2 of the lilac glittery star pieces, so I used those. Then I also used some button pieces that I had, and I also added the iridescent star piece next to it to complete my little seashell cluster for my closure here. So then when you open it up, for my side panels, I used the mermaid pattern paper from the same collection, recollection, I can't remember the name of that collection now. So I just cut the mermaid papers for all of my layering pieces all around. And then I also added some flat back pieces that I had that reminded me of like anything to do with the under the ocean, like the pearls, the iridescent magical colors, the diamond treasures that they might be finding, the star pieces. I added them on to make it extra special. And I did that with this side as well, as you can see. And it's just so pretty. It's got added texture. I love touching things like this, and it's just so joyful. Then when you open it up, this is another area I want to show you. This top lid part inside, instead of adding another layering piece, because the suitcase box set comes with a stitched layering piece that you can add to the inside as well. But instead of doing that, I only added the layering pieces to this inside of the top lids here to the sides. And here, what I did was this piece here is included in the Seashell jelly tote set. So this is the layering panel piece that cuts out like this from the Seashell jelly tote set for the side part of the jelly tote, okay? And I used that particular piece and only glued 3 sides to give me a pocket so I can add a little note card in there if I were to send this to a friend. And then for the inside, as you can see, I did layer the stitched layering pieces all around using pattern paper. You see? And I just love this so much. And because I already used a really good cardstock as a base, this purple color, then I also added layering pieces on the outside and the inside. It is a really sturdy mermaid treasure chest. And it closes off like this. So I designed it so that it stands like this and you can see all of the beautiful goodness everywhere. See? I made sure that the seashell pattern is upright like this so that when you turn it around, everything looks upright. So when you look at it from the side, you see the mermaids like in proper direction. So make sure if you're using a directional pattern paper, you got to decide which direction you want the patterns to show. So that's how I did all of that. Then for the front, I did use my beautiful starfish cluster, and I also added this ocean air, salty hair shadow word piece from last month release. I absolutely loved this shadow word, and I knew that something mermaidy was coming when I saw this shadow word piece. Ocean air, salty hair. And so that's my project share, you guys. I hope you guys give this treasure chest a go if you would like to. It's just so wonderful to be able to use what is meant to be a suitcase box into something else with a new, different theme. I absolutely had so much fun making this. And I hope you guys get to pick these sets as well if you haven't done so already, because these are just so well designed. I absolutely love my jellyfish set, and the seashells are so pretty as well. All of the things cut out so nicely. I am so in love with these, and I'm so glad I tried this because it was in my head and I really wanted to try it, so I did. Bye for now, everybody.